America is a concept started by a faction of men who didn't like the policies of England at the time, so they started their own republic. Thus, they started their own nation. If you look at the history of the world at that time, this was truly revolutionary at that time. If you look at the history of the world, most nations in history were dictatorships. They were usually right-wing dictatorships. Many people have died for the freedom that these men started. They died for the freedom that these men had started, which is the Founding Fathers. Remember, if they wouldn't have won the Revolutionary War, they would have been hung in the Tower of London. Politics is relative for any time. They were true liberals for those times. So what makes America great? Well, in my opinion, it's us. It's the people. America is an unfinished life or an unfinished story. People have to work at making a democratic republic better always. Remember, America isn't a real democracy. You have layers of government and thus layers of power within those layers of government, such as at any level of the government, like the local level versus higher levels of government. Remember, reformers and movements have continually made our nation better. They took on the system. They took on the slaveholders. They took on the establishment. They gave us a constitution. They ended slavery. They stood up against dumb wars. They gave us a New Deal in Social Security through FDR. They gave us civil rights, stood up against climate change, and have continually protected our environment through mainly federal laws. The union and labor movement have largely created a middle class in this country going back to about the last 100 years. In some ways, the people are the government through direct democracy. The people have to continue to create democracy in a system that is a republic. Americans have to thus keep working at it. So, happy 250th birthday, America. Congrats on what you've accomplished so far. Congratulations to the past and what you have accomplished. The best is yet to come for our nation. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Have a great 4th of July. Please make a note that my next video is going to be on aliens, Disclosure Day, and Trump. I'm going to get into my theories on aliens and UFOs. I'm also going to talk about the film Disclosure Day by Spielberg. I'm also going to talk about federal government disclosure on things like aliens and UFOs, a little bit about the film Disclosure Day, and how President Trump fits into this crazy puzzle. I'm going to talk about some of the big questions of civilization in the next video. If you're interested in these kinds of things, don't miss the next video. Once again, thank you for your time. It's free to subscribe.